could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees.
Hey friends, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is Megan and I love making homemaking videos, and we do a little bit of shopping, decorating, real life, just cleaning things, just all the things. But anyways, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. We are actually going to be doing a little fall decorate with me in my daughter's room. She's technically a toddler, which sounds crazy to me. She is 17 months old and I feel like I just had her. So it's crazy to me that I have to consider her a toddler now. So anyways, I think she has just a sweet little room. We took her crib out of her room. Here to the left of me, you can see her little house. This was a really cute little gift my mom had got her. But anyways, that was where her crib used to be, but we moved her crib into our room. She actually hasn't spent one night in her crib yet. She went straight from her bassinet as a tiny baby to our bed, and that's just kind of what has worked for us so far. When she gets a little bit older, I think we will have her transition in her little bed while it's still in our room, and then eventually we'll move her probably to her own room. So anyways, that is just kind of the layout of her room since I did my nursery reveal. That's kind of why you're not going to see the crib in there anymore, at least right now. So just more room to play, right? More things to make a mess with, basically. So we're going to go ahead and start cleaning all of the little toys up here. This slide is a amazing little gift. We love this. It has a little ball goal on the side, so she can try to throw a ball, and she can try to throw her ball through the hoop there. It's just a neat little thing. We actually have her baby swing that's still in this upper right corner here. You can kind of see a little bit of the leg of it there. We are still trying to decide if we're going to store that or just try to sell it. And we do plan on having more kids in the future, so we're just kind of trying to figure that part out. But for now, we just kind of have kept it over there in her corner, and she can kind of put her baby dolls in it, even though she doesn't quite understand, how to do that. But I don't know. For right now, that's kind of where it's landed at this point, until we figure out what we're going to do with it. So over here we have a little basket of books. We love books. Vivian, that's one of her favorite things to do is just grab a book and look through all the pictures. And she's really, really good at pointing out, basically anything that you tell her, she remembers it after the first time of being told what it is. And I don't know, I know everybody thinks that their child is a genius, but she is extremely smart. I've been around a lot of kids and I know that she is super smart. So anyways, we're just really thankful, and we just have a blast with her. We just love playing, and I love that she loves to learn so much, and it's just such a interesting thing to see as a mom. I always like to come over here to her diaper changing station and disinfect this with some sort of a sanitizing wipe, disinfectant wipe. And I had a diaper over here that I must have left from the morning, the last time that we had changed up here. So anyways, we're just going to go ahead and get all that cleaned up. And I wash my hands off camera. I don't ever show that on here. But I realize sometimes that it may look like I just go from one thing to another without washing my hands, and hopefully you guys know that I do not do that. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and start dusting over here, and we're going to kind of spruce this up from kind of her general spring, summer, just year-round decor, and adding in just a few little fall pieces. And it just, I love it. I love how it came out. I don't go crazy in here. I definitely could have done a lot more, and maybe in future years I will do a lot more. But as she gets older and actually wants and requests different things, but this year I love the simplicity. I love how pretty everything tied in together, and I'm excited for you guys to see it.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
This was such a simple transition, but I thought that these florals, it's pretty much the same exact stem, except it's a different shade. So I moved, instead of having like those white cream looking stems, I just went ahead and traded it out for kind of like this rose gold, little more muted tone here. And I think it's just really pretty for fall, just to have like a tiny little stem poking out of this. A really fun way to decorate for a season, I think, is to decorate with books like this if you have a little shelf or something, because you probably already have books, so you wouldn't even probably have to buy anything. And that book that was at the top, the Berenstain, is it Berenstain or Berenstain? I think it's technically Berenstain Bears, but anyways, the front half of the book is fall, and then if you flip it over, the second half of the book and the back cover is a Halloween book. So last year I did, I just flipped it back and forth, I flipped it to the back for the Halloween for like October and stuff, and I don't know, I love decorating like that with the little books and things that we can actually use. We take those books down through the season and read them, and I just usually put it back up there on the shelf so we can just also still decorate with them.
Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. All the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free.
If you've watched my videos before, you all know that I love a good faux floral. I love reusing them. And those beautiful pink stems, the pink and purple stems, we actually used those in my baby shower. And then we used one of the bundles for Vivian's first cake smash pictures. And now, as you can see, we had them in a vase in her nursery here in her room. So I love doing things like that, but I just traded those out for a more fall looking stem, and I love how that came out. Here I just added a little pumpkin pillow to her chair. I just stuck the flower back in front of it to just keep that green theme going. And then her adorable little baby dolls here. My granny and Landon's Nana bought her one of those. So my granny bought her one, and his Nana bought her one. So we love just playing those. One of them says her name on it, and they're just adorable.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside?
We're just going to finish off the cleaning here by getting the floors all cleaned up. And over here in her little house that I mentioned earlier, we actually keep most of her stuffies in this house. It's a great way to kind of keep them out of the floor, but also in a easy to reach place for her if she just wants to go in there and grab some out. So right now she actually doesn't play much in this house, but I think she'll really enjoy it as she gets a little bit older. I also like to come in here probably the end of maybe every other day and try to straighten up pretty good. That way we can just have more fun if we know where everything is, and we're not falling over toys and tripping over stuff and stepping on stuff. So that is just kind of the routine that I have found that works for me really well as far as dealing with the clutter and things like that of a toddler room. Look at these angles, my goodness. No wonder my back is killing me at the end of every day. Getting down here I'm doing break dancing in here trying to get this floor vacuumed.
Makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are.
Off camera, I had went ahead and just moved that blue tote that was in here. I went ahead and moved it on out of her room and opened up a whole lot of space over there. It's just a tote that I had some like breastfeeding pumps and bottles and storage bags and all that kind of stuff in. So it was nice getting that cleared out of here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have made it this far, leave me a pumpkin emoji in the comments below, letting me know that you made it and that you have made it to this point in the video. I hope that you got some motivation and maybe some ideas for your own toddler's room, whether it's a boy or girl. No matter your decor style, hopefully you can take something from this and apply it to your own spaces. And but yeah, I know it's a little bit different than my usual content. This was a really fun thing for me to kind of show you guys. I was decorating her room anyways, and I was like, why not go ahead and film it and just show you guys. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It's totally free and it really, really helps me out. It helps YouTube to push out my content and to allow other people to also find me, which is my goal. Every time I post, I hope that I can reach as many people as I can and build a community that we can, be proud of. That's kind of like my little slogan in my bio there. So anyways, thank you so much. If you can, give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.